Hey guys, so this video is going to be kind of a short one just because I'm sure you can tell that my throat's a little bit like, eh. I was a lot worse yesterday. I could barely talk, and the day before that I could barely talk. But I wanted to do a video just to kind of catch up and say where I've been and everything like that. And yeah, I've been dying. So I'm less dying, and I just wanted to talk about a few things. So um oh my god, I'm so dying. I sound terrible. anyways, so I want to talk about a few things, and I'll keep this really brief just because I don't want to talk too much right now. My throat really hurts. Well, not really really hurts, but you get the idea. But yeah. I wanted to take some time to kind of ask you guys if you have any questions, or if you want to ask me something to do a video on and kind of get an idea. I have a couple videos I'm going to probably record tonight and upload over the weekend, just so that way I can still keep getting content out. But yeah, feel free to comment in down below. comment Just comment and let me know if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about for either something that you go through as somebody who's transgender, or you have a question for somebody who's transgender, me. And yeah, well, I'll make a video on it within a few days, and then hopefully tomorrow my voice will be back to tip-top shape. So yeah, you won't have to hear this so much. But yeah, so I wanted to just kind of talk about that, but I also wanted to do a little bit of a little bit of extra content other than just saying, hey guys, let's just leave a comment down low and let me take your ideas. Because that's not the case. Anyways, let me have a cough drop. So, okay. So, this video is going to be, I guess, I want to kind of talk about something that somebody said to me recently outside of work, but that I work with this person, and him and I are doing this project and everything like that, and so it's we're working a lot together, right? And so he kind of knew me a little bit, not, we weren't super close or anything like that, but he knew me a little bit before I came out and everything like that, before I started my hormones and everything like that. And yeah, we were just having a discussion and everything like that, and he was giving kind of his perspective and I was giving mine, and we were both going back and forth on our differing opinions and being okay, I see where you're coming from, but let me explain this. And something that he said, and I want to kind of bring it up and talk about it a little bit, but he was I can't remember his exact wording on it, but the general idea was the fact that he understands what I'm going through. He doesn't think anything negative of me as a person or as a human being, but he himself does not agree with it, and he personally does not see it at all that way, that mentally you're someone other than your physical body suggests. So me mentally being a girl and transitioning and everything like that, and kind of getting myself to a point where I feel comfortable in a physical sense with myself to match my mental depiction of myself and how I am. He doesn't see it that way necessarily. And again, this isn't putting anything negative on him. This is his opinion. He does not think any less of me. He knows that I'm he's you're a great person. I'm gonna I'm respecting that. I'm not gonna treat you like a POS or anything like that. But it got me thinking, and I couldn't think too much when we were having the discussion, because we were talking about so many different things, but it was just something that kind of stuck with me a few days. And yeah, so I wanted to talk about it, where it was okay, you know, it's because he was saying, like, in his defense, he was saying, like, I probably thought that he was closed-minded, or that he didn't truly understand, or that he was ignorant about it, or anything like that. And despite me saying, I don't think that you're being closed-minded about it, which I don't, he was like, I guarantee you think I'm being closed-minded. And the truth is, I don't. Like, to me, the most important thing is people understanding and respecting what you're doing and who you are. The thing about transitioning is there's, my therapist kind of sums it up in a really good way, where there are 3 types of people. There are the types of people that are going to love and support you, and they're always going to want to be with you. Those are like your close friends. Those are the people you keep like together. I have a few of those. Usually that group, even if it's just like 4 or 5 people, that's fantastic. That's really what you need, is just like 4 or 5 people at least that you can like trust and go to and talk to, whether like one of those is like a family member, parents, siblings, or like loved one, like a relationship. Sorry. But whether that's one of those cases or not, like having those people is really good. Then you're going to have the opposite side of the spectrum, where people are going to not respect you in any way possible. They're going to be rude. They're going to be just impolite as all get out, and those people are going to exist. And those people are generally the people that I personally find as ignorant. And I would actually lump this guy in the middle section of the two like sides, like the left and the right. Where I would lump him in the middle, where he's understanding, but he may not be like all the way on board with it, but like he understands, and he's not going to treat me worse, or he's not going to he's going to respect how I want to be referred to, how I want to be talked to, but he's not like, it's not something that he like personally self-advocates. And you're going to have a lot of those people, especially if you're like in my situation, where like you have like a full-time job, you've worked as management, so like you work with a lot of people who are very business oriented, which and like job oriented, which like usually those people, to be honest, usually those people aren't the most like understanding about like human emotions, or like how a social situation plays out, and they're very focused on like the logistics of it in like a businessy sense of it. And that's kind of why I did like that transgender in a business environment video so early, was because of that. But yeah, like I don't think anything bad about this person for having those beliefs. And I also wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit, just to kind of help anyone that maybe they've come out and like there are those people in their lives where they're like, you know, like I don't think less of you. I don't like, you're still cool. Like I still love you for you, but like I don't kind of get it, or like I don't agree with it all the way. You know, there's like so many, that middle section alone is such a big, like a melting pot, because it could be so many different reasons why they're on the middle side. And that middle side could go to either the left side or the right side, as far as like either they're totally like against you or they're totally for you. And for some people that's like, oh, you know, like I respect what you're doing. I'm like gonna treat you with respect. I don't understand it all the way. And if that's the case, you know, maybe they either need time to warm up, maybe they have a couple questions that you can answer, and that's cool. Other times, like this guy, where he's like, I get what you're doing, I just don't agree with it. Like he like raised a good point, and like something that I bring up in a lot of my videos is like, he wasn't raised in a way where this was something that was common, or something that was like looked at in a very open manner. And so like from his perspective, you know, it was more about like his upbringing, that it's very hard for people to break out of that upbringing, and like sometimes that prejudice that comes from upbringing. And so like it was just, I don't know, it was just something that like, it really got to me, and I started to think, like, not got to me in like a bad way, but like got to me like thinking, and I was like, you you do like have some points with that, and like I understand. I'm sad that like we're working together on this project and you don't 100% like support it, or like in the sense of like super supportive like towards me and everything like that. Like, he's not somebody that I'm gonna go to about my problems or anything like that, right? But like at the same time, it's like he's still gonna respect me and he's still gonna be polite to me and everything like that, and he's gonna treat me with decency. So it's like, you can't always get what you want, but it is something that if I had to choose between like him outright hating me and him being like, like I'll respect what you're doing and I'll treat you with respect, I just don't like, I don't agree with it personally. Like I don't see it. I'll take the middle one. I don't want the one where he's like, oh, you're horrible, and he starts using all these slurs and everything like that. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit and like give a little bit of like a feedback and everything like that, or like my personal thoughts with that in like a more controlled setting. Because like when we were talking about it, we both had a few drinks, and like it was like the car ride back, and so we were like both kind of like, we had a few drinks, so we were like just talking and being stupid and everything like that. So like neither of us were like 100% able to come up with a cohesive argument, and like especially me, because I'm super bad at explaining stuff in general, and it's super hard for me when I've been drinking to like try to explain a situation. Like I get really like tongue-tied, and I'm just like, my mind starts to go like super ADHD, and I'm like, ooh, look at that. But anyways, yeah. So again, I'm super sorry for not being able to post a lot. I would have posted something yesterday, but my throat was a lot worse. And it's still bad. I'm sure you can hear it. We're like it's just not all the way back yet. And I mean, I don't like, I have to work with it because I'm going on a date tonight, so I'm like excited that it's at least somewhat what it is. It's not as bad as yesterday, and so that's good. I'm just gonna keep drinking a lot of water and tea with honey. I did that all day yesterday, and I stayed in bed all day, like just sleeping with medicine and everything like that. So for the most part, I feel fantastic. It's a great day. It's a wonderful day. I look so cute with my cardigan and my little shirt where it's got little buttons on them, and I love it. And like this cardigan's super cute. I love it. But yeah. So like I hope you guys have a great day. I will be uploading some more stuff, and I'll be having some recordings scheduled on like days where I know for a fact I probably won't be able to record. And hopefully this voice thing goes away really quickly, so you guys don't have to keep hearing me like sound like I'm like cracking my voice all the time, or I'm just like, I don't know, like it just doesn't sound that great to me, and it doesn't sound like, it just sounds weird. But yeah, so I guess like let me go back and like make closing thoughts, because I went off on a little tailspin. But if like people in your life that you came out to, and they respect you, but they're not like the go-to ones to talk to about your transitioning, that doesn't always make them like ignorant or uneducated towards it. In a lot of cases it does, because much like this guy, where he was like, I was raised with like these notions of like how life should be. Like other people, maybe like they didn't even get raised at all with it, and they don't know the first thing about somebody who's like transgender. And like those people, you should try to answer questions, like educate them and help them if they want that. Don't force anything towards them, because that's only going to turn them from like a medium setting to like very negative towards you, and you don't want that. Medium is fine if you're doing like day-to-day things with that person. Again, I like we're like closer now because we're doing this project together. We're working a lot together and everything like that, so like we kind of have to be closer together. But at the same time, he even told me that like he's gonna make sure he's a lot more respectful to me because of how closely we're working together now and everything like that, and like how he's getting to know me more and everything like that. So, you know, all of that being said, and I'll probably make like some follow-up videos and stuff like that through the weeks, and yeah. But yeah, like being patient with people processing and getting to understand how a transition goes, because every trans person is different when they're going through their transitioning, whether it's surgeries, how their hormones are affecting them, their personal life. Anyways, so yeah, so that covers it with this video and this little discussion about like mainly talking about people in like the middle ground and like differing opinions and everything like that. And different opinions are okay. It's what makes us human. Not everyone has to be my best friend because I'm transgender. Like that's not what I look for when I'm like transgender and like coming out and talking with people and everything like that. I'm not looking for everyone to be my best friend, but I'm looking for people to respect me and to treat me like a human being. Any grievance that you have like outside of it, you can keep that to yourself and still treat me like a human being and still be respectful. And I would say for the most part that he does this, and there's not like a lot of times where I'm like, whoa, like I need to stop you there. Like that's really like it's a little bad. And I mean like he has some very conservative opinions on other things, and I'm not going to get into them or anything like that. And I'm not putting him on blast in this video or anything like that. I'm saying like everyone's brought up in different ways. Everyone has lived different lives, and that's fine. But the way that I see it, if we can understand the differences and understand each other and respect each other, that's a positive step in the right direction. No cisgender person is liked by 100% of the people they meet. I know plenty of cisgender people that I have worked with that maybe I haven't liked them, or I know other coworkers who don't like them, or even like me amongst like my management team and everything like that. When I was a manager, there were like people where like my staff was like, or like my other managers were like, no, that person's like, so annoying. Like, I can't stand that person. And it's like, okay, like, chill, like, chill. I mean, they're a little, but like, it's cool. It's okay. But, yeah, so I just wanted to like kind of have like that as like a closing thought. But, yeah, so, I'm going to get myself ready for my date. And I hope you guys have a great time today, I hope you guys have a great day today. I'm going to get myself ready for my date, and I will talk with all of you lovely people later. And again, hopefully the voice thing will be better, because right now I sound like I like have like a smoking problem, and like that sounds really bad. And Jesus. Anyways, yeah. So I have like some more videos that I plan to do and like upload and everything like that. And like if I'm wearing the same thing, it's probably because I recorded them tonight after my date. But yeah, I want to kind of give you guys like some more videos, some more content to keep watching and keep interacting with. But I'm gonna ask a couple blog sites that I visit and that I'm on, questions that they would have for somebody who's transgender as well. So I'm gonna like hopefully do a video and like kind of do like a mashup of a bunch of different questions. So yeah, if you guys have like, you know, questions that you'd like to ask somebody who's transgender, or questions for like something you want me to answer, and I will try to get to that. A lot of the stuff I probably already had like queued up as far as like a little scheduling format for myself, but even some stuff I probably overlooked it and I missed it, and like yeah, it'll be cool to do that. But you guys take it easy. I love you, and try to have a great day, okay? And my voice is still terrible, so sorry. Bye bye. Bye bye.